What's up, everyone, and welcome to the video today. Today we are going to talk about the dominating team in the meta, and that is a faction guide on a team I call BrienneJen. That is Benjen Stark and Brienne of Tarth. Now, you can have various variations of this team. The team will include Brienne lead. Brienne lead because, let me get to her lead. Brienne's lead, when an ally has their shield broken, she grants that ally and a random ally equal to 10% of her current HP and scouts the assailant for 3 turns. So basically, you're going to want to trigger Benjen's passive, which is going to create shields, which once per turn, when a team member gains a buff, Benjen grants his team a 5% attack shield. So basically, you're going to have Benjen start the match, creating a shield for the entire team. And then when someone gets their shield removed, Brienne's going to grant that ally and a random ally a shield equal to 10% of her current HP. So that is super powerful because also when Brienne strikes an enemy, she has a 100% chance to destroy a power-up and 75% chance to destroy up to 2 gems. So this is going to create stamina for you, hit the target opponent, and make it very difficult. What you need on the team for the third, you need someone to trigger the buff, the passive buff. There are 3 very good characters who will trigger the passive buff. My favorite is Marjorie. Marjorie, at the start of every turn, she has a 50% chance to renew the weakest team member. So basically, you have a 50% chance every turn to trigger Benjen's passive. I like the 50% chance, and the renew is very strong as it does stack up and make it very hard for people to take you down. So I like that. You also have another guy who does wonderful work, if I could get to him. 1-1. 1-1's passive, at the start of each turn, if 1-1 shielded, he gains 10% physical resistance for 1 turn. This is basically going to allow the shields to trigger every turn because at the start of the battle, he's going to have a 35% max HP shield to 50% if you have him higher. So 1-1 is going to trigger the buff, which is the physical resistance, which is going to trigger Benjen every turn, triggering Brienne to do her move every turn. So you have 1-1. You have Marjorie. Marjorie's my favorite. And then you have another character, which is BrienneJen. He starts off with full stamina. And when he does his move, he grants himself 40% physical resistance and fire resistance for 4 turns. This is a buff, so this will trigger it as well. So then you need damage dealers on the team. You need some other things going on. Let's take a look at my team and why it works, and then we'll go into the Iron Throne and take a look at the team. Now, at this stage in the game, everything is beatable. I find this to be my favorite defense in the game. However, everything is beatable. Everything can be beaten. So there is no true defense. It could just ward you off and lower your attack status. You do have a lot of turns you need to take to beat these teams. So basically on my team, I have Alistar and Barristan. And the reason I have Alistar and Barristan is because of the following. When you have, let's go first to Alistar and then we'll do Barristan. He shields, very strong shield at a fast speed. But then when a team member has their shield broken, they gain 10% defense for 2 turns. That is a buff that will trigger Benjen. And the 10% defense for 2 turns is huge right there. And then also for Barristan swings and he does a lot of damage, which is nice. But when an enemy becomes scouted or when an ally drops below 50%, he's going to grant 3 allies each a shield equal to 10% of his current HP. Well, when his shield gets broken, Brienne's leadership ability will scout. So basically, once that enemy gets scouted, he's going to grant 3 random allies a shield, 10% of his current HP. So about a 10k shield. So you're just adding more shields. You're just making it tougher to get yourself taken down. Now, let's look at the Iron Throne, because the Iron Throne has a lot of these BrienneJen teams, BrienneJen teams. And we'll take a look at them and we'll analyze them. So, the first one, when this loads, first one is this one right here. Has Brienne, has BrienneJen, and Meryn. 3 Lannisters on the team. So basically, Meryn is going to get his move off where he is going to get the physical resistance and fire resistance, which is very strong, and he's going to trigger the shields activated. Tyrion's a great character, and he hits hard, and then Cersei to heal and do some damage as well. You need 3 Lannisters for this type of BrienneJen shield team. I mean, it seems like Nightwatch is using this team. This is this is Marty the Whale. This team has a little bit of everything. Now, he's using Alicent because Alicent will remove debuffs passively. So it's really good against the fire teams. He's using Sam because Sam has great synergy with this team. And Tyrion is another damage dealer. If we go to Sam does have a good kit for this team if you're not using Barristan. At the start of each turn, Sam has a 20% chance to remove a debuff from shielded allied team members and a bonus debuff if they're Nightwatch. He then removes a debuff. He heals that team member for 7.5% of his attack. That's nice right there. He does have a AoE shield, which removes debuffs, and it's a very high shield. It's a pretty high shield. And then he has an iconic item. And the iconic item, let's go to level 20 and view it. Samwell's shield shields his allies. His skill shields his allies for an additional 25% of his shield. When Samwell removes a debuff from that team member, he gains 5% durability and 5% unnatural resistance for 4 turns. That is also a buff, so that will trigger BrienneJen's passive. The first time each Nightwatch ally drops below 50% health, double any shield on Samwell. So he has a nice kit, nice iconic item. If you don't have a character like Barristan up, you do need Barristan at 7 stars. You do need him very strong. I will show you a match right now. Let me go into raids and let me show you a match right now with the BrienneJen shield team. I do need to let's go ahead and face this greens team. Actually, let's try to fight someone that has a more current team. Okay, let's fight this 1-1 team. We're going to go ahead and make the BrienneJen shield team. Brienne lead. Then we need Alistair, BrienneJen, and Marjorie. We're going to go ahead and show you this team. So, starting off, The move did not trigger. So now it triggered. Shields are on, everyone. And what we're basically going to do is the shield is broken. A new shield is made. We're going to match the tiles. We're going to match, well, not the tiles, the gems. And we are getting our shields. Now we're going to put the shield on BrienneJen. Now BrienneJen does a lot of damage based on his shield. So we are going to keep putting shields on BrienneJen basically. And then what we're going to do is we are going to see the stacks of renew. Right now he's got 4 stacks of renew. That triggers Brienne for a lot of damage. And there's some scouting done. We're going to go ahead and put the heal on. And we'll put the shield on BrienneJen. We want to keep putting the shield on BrienneJen. We'll swing with Barristan. This is a very slow team, but it's a very effective team. We put the shield on BrienneJen right there. And going off into the next one. So Sam has just put the shields on, which is totally fine because we are going to keep this party going. And we are going to swing at Stannis, take out Stannis. And we are going to just keep getting more. We'll put the shield on BrienneJen right there. As you can see, the renew is up to 8 on Barristan, and he is taunting. We're going to go ahead and get this going. We'll trigger Marjorie. So now Barristan has 10 renew. We'll put the shield on BrienneJen. We're going to keep putting the shield on BrienneJen because when we want him to attack, we want him to take people out. We want him to wipe them out. As you can see, he did quite a bit of damage to the beefiest character in the game, 1-1. And now we're able to take out 1-1. Now this team only has actually 2. It only has 2 attackers pretty much. Brienne is not counted as an attacker. It's Barristan and it's BrienneJen. So we need to match the gold tiles, or else nothing is going to happen. As you can see, there's just tons of sustain. The shields are just super high. Right now, there's no way we could lose. We'll put the shield on BrienneJen, and we will take out this mountain, 240,000 damage, and there goes that team. So that's the example of the team and why it's so effective. On defense, it is pretty nasty. However, if you do use certain teams, you can take this team out easily. But anyone can be taken out at this point. The new changes are coming out. However, I feel like this is a pretty safe team to build. It is definitely a very good team for Alliance Wars. If you do want to help out your alliance with a super strong defense, I highly recommend this team. You can use variations like you've seen in this video, but the BrienneJen teams are here to stay, and they are phenomenal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below, and I will talk to you all next time. Take care, all.